Yo, what is good, Falcons Nation? Welcome back to the channel, guys. We have some more breaking news, notes, highlights, and observations from another day here at Falcons training camp. And this was a big day for the defense. I mean, they looked absolutely unbelievable in this practice. I'm going to break down everyone that looked good, offense and defense, some guys who've been standing out, as well as everything you need to know going into their next practice. However, before we get into the video, do me a huge favor, guys, and smash that like button so we can get this video to all the Falcons fans out there who want to be updated with, daily Falcons news. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm going to be covering the entirety of the offseason, which includes all the free agency, any trades that take place, training camp, preseason, and regular season, as well as live streaming games. So if you want to watch some Falcons games with me live throughout the season and kind of just react to how these young guys are playing, make sure you guys join the family, because I promise you we're going to be live for a lot of games this year, a lot of games. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. Now, like I said to start off the video, the defense had a spectacular day in terms of 11 on 11s. The run defense was stood out the most to me. I mean, but it's not really too surprising when you look at their defensive line right now. And keep in mind, they don't even have Calais Campbell at practice right now, but you got Zach Harrison, who has been absolutely lethal in terms of getting around the edge, stopping the running back in the backfield, as well as getting to the quarterback. Zach Harrison has been an absolute stud so far in camp. But you also have David Onyemata. Don't forget about him, the former New Orleans Saint. He has been very good up the middle at the nose tackle position. And then you got Grady Jarrett. I mean, Grady Jarrett has been electric, and he continues to improve his leadership on the field, off the field. He has been amazing, and Grady Jarrett is just another piece of this already amazing offensive line. And then from there, you got Bud Dupree, who is coming over here from Tennessee, and he looks to have a big year as a pass rusher, and man, is he starting to look good here in camp as well. So when you look at this front four, they just look amazing. I know they lost Eddie Goldman to, I think he just wanted to leave the team, so he's gone, but they bring in Justin Ellis. He's trying to fill in that role, that nose tackle position at number 2, number 3, trying to fight for a job. But so far, so good for the Falcons defense in camp. From there, we can move on to Desmond Ridder. He's continuing to look very sharp on like short passes, intermediate passes. Still need to get a little bit better on those deep passes, but they're rolling with Desmond Ridder like he is the QB of the future, which is something you love to see. Hopefully he can continue to develop, continue to get better here over the next few weeks, because if he can, I don't see why he can't be a top quarterback in the league. I think he holds a lot of talent. I think talent was never actually the issue with Desmond Ridder, so I think he's going to be fine with another year of development, a whole year of the training camp under his belt as a starter. So I think this is going to be a big offseason for him as he continues to progress and continues to build chemistry with this wide receiver group. And then the number one thing that I think is very beneficial for a guy like Desmond Ridder is the fact that his defense, his cornerbacks, his DB room is absolutely stacked. Now when you look at this defensive DB room, you got AJ Terrell, you got Jeff Okudah, you got Jesse Bates, Richie Grant, Mike Hughes, Clark Phillips. You got Trey Flowers and Darren Hall. So they have so many good DBs. D. Alford, so many good DBs that are very talented, very good, and I think that alone is going to be able to help Desmond Ridder get to where he wants to be as a quarterback in the league. Because once you go up against some good competition, it will train you. It will make you better at the end of the day. So I think that the Falcons having a good DB room is only going to make Desmond Ridder a better quarterback as of going into the future. Now Drake London and Kyle Pitts definitely are coming off their best days. I mean, they just looked incredible. As we see Drake London, bad timing, dropped that ball there, just good coverage by, I think that was AJ Terrell on him, but correct me if wrong, might have not been. But Drake London had a great catch, a highlight reel versus Clark Phillips, who's looked good so far in camp. But man, Drake London definitely got the best of him during one of the plays today. But yeah, Drake London has definitely been the best pass catcher on this team thus far. And then right behind him is Kyle Pitts, man. Those two look like they're locked in with Desmond Ridder, and I continue to see their growth as players, but not only as players, but as teammates. Their chemistry is going up, and that is a good sign. Richie Grant gets an interception, I think, late in practice. I think Desmond Ridder is trying to find Josh Ali. So there's definitely some development that Desmond Ridder needs to go through. He still needs to get better, still needs to continue to improve over the next couple of days. He's throwing a couple of interceptions here and there, but so far, I think he's young. I think he's still developing, and I think he has the potential to be a very solid quarterback in this league. And then one more guy, or maybe two more guys I want to bring up here, Zach Harrison and Timmy Horn. They both continue to shine. I mean, they've been, getting to the quarterback, getting in the backfield, getting sacks, getting pass breakups at the line of scrimmage. These guys are, might not start day one because of Calais Campbell and some of the other talent like David Onyemata and Justin Ellis, but I think Timmy Horn and Zach Harrison are two guys who have been looking really, really good so far in camp, and if they continue to do so, who knows? Maybe they go out and earn these jobs going forward. But guys, do me a quick favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications. Also, check out today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. Guys, when I stream, I'm going to be streaming every single Sunday, a bunch of games, putting my picks in on Underdog Fantasy and drafting teams. If you want to be in those drafts with me, make sure you guys check out the link in the description. Use my promo code, and I'm going to talk all about it in this next segment. But you guys need to do it. It is going to be very beneficial. It's going to be so fun. So make sure you guys do that, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Today's video is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, and if you love playing fantasy sports like football, basketball, baseball, and so many other sports, but also love being able to win money, you're going to want to stick around for this whole segment. Introducing Underdog Fantasy, the ultimate platform for fantasy sports lovers. Do you want to experience the thrill of drafting your team and competing for huge prizes? Well, look no further. With Underdog Fantasy, you get access to a wide range of fantasy sports, including football, basketball, baseball, and so much more. But here's what makes Underdog Fantasy stand out from all of those other apps. They've got quick and user-friendly drafting process, a unique and exciting game formats, fair and competitive contests for all skill levels, and attractive bonuses and promotions. Not only can you draft teams and compete with others, but you can also play a game of higher and lower, which is personally my favorite thing to do on there, but you can potentially win 20 times the money you put down. And if you use code MattyDubs when you sign up, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. And what that means is basically when you deposit, let's say $100, they'll give you a free $100 to use and play with. Click the link in the description to get started, or head to the website right now to start dominating the fantasy world. And don't miss out on all the fun. Be a part of the Underdog community starting now. And don't forget, if you use code MattyDubs, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Let's get started. Get into drafts with me starting today.